Serie A Monza vs Lazio prediction, team news, lineups preview. Still vying for a place in Europe thanks to their recent revival, Lazio visit mid-table Monza on Saturday evening. Last year's Serie A runners-up have traveled a rockier road this season, but now reborn under new management, they will aim to extend their hosts' slump. Match preview. Making a significant impact since replacing Maurizio Sarri at Stadio Olimpico. New Lazio boss Igor Tudor notched a fourth league win from 5 last weekend, as Mattia Zaccagni struck the only goal against former club Hellas Verona in Rome. Once in charge of Verona. Before a relatively brief stay in Marseille, Tudor's return to Italy has helped the Biancocelesti recover from a definite downturn towards the end of Sarri's reign. Following the latter's exit, Lazio have accrued the most points in Serie A 15, one more than new champions Inter Milan, and are back in the race for a top 7 finish later this month. Although their recent Coppa Italia semi-final loss to another of Tudor's former clubs, Juventus, was a bitter pill to swallow, they moved 5 points clear of 8th-placed Fiorentina by winning last week, albeit the Viola still have one game in hand. Having tightened things up at the back, Lazio could now record 3 consecutive clean sheets in Serie A for the first time since last spring, when they were in the process of ascending to second place behind runaway leaders Napoli. 1 year on, Europa Conference League qualification would prove satisfactory, and depending on Italian clubs' success at the sharp end of UEFA competitions this season, as many as 8 European places could be available. Any faint hopes of an unlikely European debut have long since withered for Monza, whose once promising season seems to be petering out into mediocrity. Only Matteo Pessina's stoppage time spot kick prevented them losing to Lecce last weekend, as he cancelled out what appeared to be a spectacular late winner by Nikola Kristovic by coolly converting from 12 yards. Monza's captain has now scored 7 of 8 penalties taken in Serie A. That 1-1 draw took the Biancorossis' winless streak to 5 games, which is the first time highly rated head coach Rafael Palladino has endured such a barren run since his promotion from the club's Primavera in September 2022. Occupying 11th place in the table, the same position they finished on last year's top-flight debut, Palladino's men are marooned in mid-table, with only the hope of catching 10th-place Torino and securing a top-half finish left to motivate them. Ahead of Lazio's arrival, Monza have lost their last 2 home games against Napoli and Atlanta BC and now sit 11 points adrift of their counterparts from the capital, following 2 defeats last term. And their 1-1 draw in September's reverse fixture, a first Serie A win over the Biancocelesti, would at least boost attempts to stop the season ending on a down note. Team news. After spending several weeks on the sidelines with an ankle injury, Lazio goalkeeper Ivan Pruvdel is expected to make his comeback on Saturday, meaning deputy Christos Mandas must return to the bench. Although still troubled by a calf problem, Daichi Kamada, rehabilitated under Igor Tudor after falling out of favor with Maurizio Sarri, should be past fit, but Mario Gila thigh and Manuel Lazzari muscular are both ruled out. Tudor's most notable selection quandary will be up front, as out-of-form captain Ciro Immobile vies with Teddy Castellanos to spearhead the visitors' attack. Meanwhile, Monza could again be without Danny Moda ankle and Patrick Sciarria muscular, while centre-back Armando Izzo thigh is also a major doubt due to injury. With Roberto Gagliardini suspended, Lazio loanee Jean Daniel Akpa should be retained in midfield, alongside Matteo Pessina, whose last gasp leveler against Lecce took him on to 6 league goals for the season, 2 behind top scorer Andrea Colpani, the latter who has been linked with a summer move to Lazio. As Luis Alberto's potential replacement was benched last week but will contend for promotion from the bench, as will Daniel Maldini and veteran striker Milan Juric. Monza possible starting lineup: Pruvdel, Casale, Romagnoli, Patrick, Maruzic, Guendouzi, Kamada, Anderson, Alberto, Zaccagni, Castellanos. Lazio possible starting lineup: Di Gregorio, Birindelli, Mari, Carboni, Kyriakopoulos, Akpa, Pessina, V. Carboni, Colpani, Zerbin, Juric. We say, Monza 1-2 Lazio. As Monza's home record is below par, and they seem to be coasting towards the campaign's end. In form, Lazio can score more than once and take 3 points back to the capital. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.